The prison escape of Daniel Khalife. London, one of the world's most watched cities, cameras on every corner, a near-perfect security network, or so we thought. In the early hours of September 6, 2023, a daring prison break sent shockwaves across the UK. Daniel Khalife, a 21-year-old former British soldier, escaped from one of the country's most secure facilities, HMP Wandsworth, a prison built to contain the country's most dangerous. But how did he do it, and why? Was it a random act of desperation or something more calculated, possibly even sinister? Khalife's escape was as bold as it was shocking, leading to a 75-hour manhunt involving hundreds of officers and sparking an intense debate over national security and prison protocols. Today on Craiglorca, we dive deep into the details of this high-stakes prison break, an escape that stunned a nation and exposed cracks in a system built to keep people like Khalife behind bars. This is the story of Daniel Khalife's prison escape, and it's one you won't believe. Daniel Abid Khalife was born on 27th September 2001 in London to an Iranian-born mother. He formerly lived in the Royal Borough of Kingston upon Thames. He attended Teddington School, a comprehensive school in Teddington, Greater London, where he was a talented runner. He left school in 2018. Khalife joined the army in 2018 or 2019. He was a network engineer serving with the Royal Corps of Signals and was based at Beacon Barracks, Stafford. He was discharged from the army in May 2023 following charges of terrorism and breaking the Official Secrets Act. On the morning of September 9th, the Metropolitan Police reported that Khalife had been sighted overnight in the Chiswick area of London. A plain-clothed officer was informed that Khalife had been seen on a bicycle on the Grand Union Canal towpath near Rowdell Road in Northolt. The officer attended, drew his taser and told Khalife to get off the bike. Khalife was arrested at 10:41 a.m. on suspicion of being unlawfully at large and escaping lawful custody, approximately 14 miles from Wandsworth Prison. In his possession was a mobile phone and a bag containing money and receipts, which suggested that he had purchased clothes and credit for the mobile phone. On September 10th, the Metropolitan Police confirmed Khalife had been charged with escaping from lawful custody about escaping from HMP Wandsworth. He appeared before Westminster Magistrates Court on September 11th, remanded in custody until September 29th, when he will appear at the Old Bailey. Following the hearing, he was taken from court to the Category A Belmarsh prison. On September 21st, Khalife appeared in court from Belmarsh prison via video link and pleaded not guilty to escaping from lawful custody. On December 21st, a new trial date was set to begin on October 7th, 2024. In August 2021, Khalife was arrested on suspicion of breaching the Official Secrets Act and bailed and allowed to return to his army base. In January 2023, he was charged with terror and explosives offences and remanded to HM Prison Wandsworth, a Category B men's prison, to await his trial. The crimes related to two incidents in Staffordshire, one in August 2021 and one in January 2023. Khalife appeared before Westminster Magistrates Court on 7th February 2023, where details of the accusations were set out, including that he left canisters with wires at MOD Stafford on 2nd January 2023 with the intent of inducing in another the belief the item was likely to explode or ignite, and that he had accessed the Joint Personnel Administration to elicit personal information about soldiers likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing an act of terrorism in 2021. These offences contradict Section 51 of the Criminal Law Act 1977 and Section 58A of the Terrorism Act 2000, respectively. On 21st July, Khalife appeared at the Old Bailey and pleaded not guilty to charges under the Official Secrets Act and the Terrorism Act. His trial was due to begin on 13th November 2023. On 6th September 2023, Khalife escaped from HM Prison Wandsworth in southwest London, where he was being remanded. He was said to have been working in the prison kitchen and was wearing a chef's uniform, a white t-shirt, red and white checkered trousers and brown steel-toe cap boots. The Metropolitan Police, or Met, believe that Khalife escaped by hiding beneath a food delivery van using a material made from bed sheets with clips at each end. A food supply vehicle had left the prison at 7:30 a.m. and contingency plans for an unaccounted prisoner were activated at 7:50 a.m., including the lockdown of the prison and informing the police. At 8:37 a.m., police stopped the food van in East Putney and discovered strapping, possibly made from bed sheets, beneath the vehicle. Khalife's escape sparked a police search and additional security checks at British airports and ports. During the night of 7th to 8th September, Richmond Park, the largest park in Greater London, was closed while the Met undertook a search. This included using helicopters with infrared technology to search for body heat. The Met said that 150 officers were involved in the search, in addition to police from other forces and members of the Border Force. From 8th September, a reward of up to £20,000 was offered for information leading to Khalife's arrest. At 5 p.m. on 8th September, police confirmed a sighting of Khalife in southwest London on the morning of the escape. They stated that a man fitting Khalife's description was seen walking away from a bid food van near Wandsworth roundabout shortly after his escape. The man then walked towards Wandsworth town centre. On the 7th of September 2023, Alex Chalk MP, the Justice Secretary, ordered an investigation into the escape, with a preliminary report being requested to be ready by the end of the week. This will include investigating the vehicle in question, whether other prisoners could enact a similar escape, and how Khalife was assigned to the kitchen, usually a valued job given to trusted prisoners where he had access to knives and a potential escape route. On the 8th of September, Sir Mark Rowley, Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, described the escape as clearly pre-planned and that the police were investigating whether he was assisted in his escape by other prisoners, prison officers, or people from outside the prison. The Chief Prison Inspector, Charlie Taylor, said there are too many prisoners in Wandsworth for the amount of staff there. Inspectors also stated that more than 30% of prison officers were either absent or unable to work their full duties. On the 9th of May 2024, Taylor wrote to the Secretary of State for Justice to urge him to put the prison into emergency measures after an inspection raised concerns about ongoing failings in security at Wandsworth. On the 10th of September 2023, Chalk confirmed that approximately 40 inmates had been transferred from Wandsworth following a review after Khalife escaped. And so, the story of Daniel Khalife's escape comes to an end, or does it? His brief taste of freedom revealed flaws in a system we're told is impenetrable, leaving us with more questions than answers. Was this the work of a lone man with nothing to lose, or part of something larger, more insidious? Only time will tell if the cracks in the system can truly be sealed. For now, the UK's prison system faces intense scrutiny, with reforms on the horizon to prevent a repeat of Khalife's brazen escape. But will it be enough? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of the most daring prison breaks in recent history. If you enjoyed this episode of Craiglorca, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on all our investigations into the darkest corners of the true crime world. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, Sometimes the truth is hiding in plain sight.